This next comedian come to the stage is my guy. You saw him earlier as the weed ambassador. If it's about weed, he knows it. I promise you that. Please put your hands together for Mr. Cal Adams! I love the bendy mic. So, they say that you become a man when you lose your virginity. So that means I became a man in an above-ground pool in Florida to the Daredevil soundtrack. And then the girl stole the soundtrack. That story doesn't get any better for me at any point. Set me on a weird path. That's the man you see before you now. It would be like, it's kind of like serendipitous that I would lose my virginity to a bully. And it's just funny to me because like that's all that there is in Florida is bullies. You know, it's just a bunch of assholes. And it's so, yeah. Have you been to Florida? You from Florida?
Lived there for.
Where did you live at?
Lived in Sarasota, worked in Tampa.
So I fucking lived in Tampa for way too long. See, basically what happened was we were talking about like parents earlier. What my parents did was they must have gotten lost because they were both from my dad was from Wisconsin and my mom was from Michigan. So they probably just got lost and they fucked. And then which makes me think it's like I get a dark sense of humor though from my dead mom, and she it's funny there was a couple of instances like I really like picked up on it. My dad got a vasectomy because you know he saw what he was spitting out, so he's like, no more, stop the presses. But he got a vasectomy and he got purple balls out of the situation. Don't ask me how I found out about that. But it's a complication. It actually happens to like 10% of men or something like that. And my mom thought this was hilarious. She had a purple themed Christmas that year. And all that she had on the tree was purple balls and she hung them in pairs. I didn't know what was so funny about that. Why that Christmas was just so funny to her, but she just had a blast. Another scenario was her. Okay, so this is gonna get a little weirder. My family situation is fucked up. Like when my mom died, I disowned all the family in the South, and I just like kind of veered towards like slingshotting myself out of that fucking trap of a state, and I just stopped talking to them, because they were just nuts. They were crazy. My uncle he tried to kill himself a bunch of times. And it got to a point where it was funny because he was just not good at it. He was just just in the most asinine ways. Like he tried to eat ant poison one time, and my mom bought him an ant farm for Christmas that year. She referred to him as like the Wile E. Coyote because he kept using like faulty methods and just couldn't like catch the Roadrunner, which was like the sweet embrace of death. If you guys, I'm sensing that you guys are feeling bad for this guy, but here's just a little like trip into his past. This motherfucker stole my Ninja Turtle bike and rode it. It was a toddler's bike, and he rode it to the pawn shop to get meth money. And he didn't even have the fucking gumption to take off the training wheels. So fuck that guy. I hate my uncle. He's dead now. Just like my mom. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna do a little a poll here. So what would you say, Dylan, is the worst type of music? Like hands down, genre of music, just shit. Country. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, Stephanie. My girlfriend loves country music, and I tolerate it just like she tolerates my pot smoke. And basically, like it's just. Anyways, she gives me the same excuse that everyone who listens to country music does. I was raised with it. And that just makes me think of a garbage man who is no longer affected by the smell of garbage. I don't know. It's weird though. I used to work at this little bistro, and it was never busy. It was just not busy at all, and like I was like the only person there. And they tried to like play music to like jazz people up who came in, like the 1 or 2 people who came in like a day. And they were playing like Frank Sinatra stuff, and I was the only one there. And listening to Frank Sinatra, and he was singing, he's like, "You fell in love, and love is a tender trap." And I'm looking, there's no one in the restaurant but me. I'm like, this is the fucking trap he's talking about right now. This is what's going on. It was an interesting job, because like when people, like the mom and pop place, people really invest their money into it, so they get like really fucking like passive aggressive towards you. Like my manager, he would like, you'd start a conversation with him, be like, okay, I made sure that the muffins were out front, and I wrapped them like your wife told me to, because she had to explain it to me 3 times, and the correct method. And I sweeped up front, and I did this and I did that, and he had a time limit for how much he actually wanted to listen to you talk to him. And at the end of it, he would say, "Good deal," and he'd walk away. Which was, I mean, that's kind of rude. Like, I don't know, it's just strange, but we've all had like, we've all had bad jobs like that. Right now, I'm at another bad job. I work at a very corporate burger joint. Let's call it Blue Buzzard for legal purposes. Because I'm pretty sure they have bottomless lawyers on retainer. I don't want to reveal any secrets about that company. I had to sign an affidavit saying that I wouldn't do that. But that would be like letting the microwavable mac and cheese out of the bag. I wouldn't do that. I had a panic attack at work the other day. I really did, like straight on, like I felt like I couldn't breathe and my heart was racing. And I told my manager this, and he says, "Don't die," which is literally the worst thing you can say to someone having a panic attack. 'Cause that's what it feels like. I wish I would have fucking died right there. Just forfeit my life. Just fuck that guy. I'll die for a point. Just prove a point. I had seen The Revenant the day before, so I was like, I knew how to get through a panic attack, because that's all Leo did that whole movie, is 3 hours of a fucking panic attack. Did anyone see The Revenant? It was good, but if you watch it under the lens that Leonardo DiCaprio will do anything for an Oscar, it becomes the first great comedy of 2016. It's like, will you crawl through dirt and snow for like 75% of the movie? Yeah. Will you sleep in a horse? Of course. How about eat this moose liver? Out of the dirty snow. Fuck you guys, I'm not doing that. No, it was an interesting movie. Molly, have you seen any good movies lately?
No, but I'm looking forward to Zoolander 2.
Zoolander 2? What was your favorite part about the first? Yeah, that was fucking sick, actually. What is your favorite part about the first Zoolander?
The
Good deal.
The walk-off.